Hey everyone, this is Walter, and I'm here with something I've been thinking about doing for a few months. Just a Robot is a commentary community YouTuber who in the last year came under fire for defending an admitted groomer. Let's just get started with the humiliation of Just a Robot. I can't seem to find his original video defending Cinebear, so we'll mostly be dealing with his lengthy response from January 18th. Sorry if this video took me so long. I had to gather the receipts. I will be going over the allegations involving the Cinebear situation, the simping, getting a 17-year-old to draw something they shouldn't have drawn, being creepy towards others at VidCon, and stuff involving Zaid Magenta onto my channel. I don't know what the reaction to this video will be, honestly. I'm not a talented writer, and I don't know how to articulate my words correctly. I just hope this video goes over well. But it's up for you to decide and come to your own conclusion. This really burns me up as someone who makes content. He tries to act like he can't talk and is bad at writing, but he's made hundreds of videos, and almost 200,000 people are still following him. He's really playing the poor helpless autistic man here. And of course we can tell that he's inflated the video by talking about controversies that no one cares about currently. They were really only here for the Cine situation, and the simping stuff is also related, of course. No one wanted to hear about fart fetish rumors, or hear him talking about Jaden animations for 7 minutes. I'm not going to be playing it, but I have the transcript from YouTube, so let's read some of it. However, the allegations of me simping for Cine are false. I can understand why someone would believe I was simping, especially if they didn't know me as a person. I'm going to be real here. Me saying "wanna see my cock" followed up by a picture of a chicken, or me commenting "nice pussy" when someone shows me their cat, are common jokes I've made multiple times with multiple different people. I can't believe I used the same fucking joke on the same person twice. The only compliment I gave her was calling her mama. Here's the audio clip. "Alright mama, I'll hit you up when I get home." As you can clearly see, I was making a race joke, not actually trying to hit on her. When I do hit on women, I don't put on a voice like that. I can't believe people thought this was my attempt to sound sexy. I talk to both men and women like this. It's just how I joke around. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's no way he's ever beating the simping allegations after his conversation was leaked. He asked her to talk to him while he fell asleep, which has just gotta be one of the lower layers of hell. The allegations of me simping for Cine are false, says the guy who outright admitted being attracted to Cine in Chudlogic stream. Huh? Funny you didn't mention that part, Simpatron17. I said her avatar was dipstick. Okay, so we don't need to look at her in this video, but Cinebear is below average attractiveness, let's say, so when asked about it, Just a Robot claimed he had never seen her and was attracted to her avatar. I probably believe him, considering the Jaden animations thing he was talking about here was him asking someone for lewd art of her avatar. You know, if you really wanted to convince people that you weren't trying to get with Cine, someone whose avatar you've admitted to finding attractive, you probably shouldn't have admitted to asking out Jaden animations, someone you openly have a crush on / obsess over, mainly because you find her avatar attractive. You also shouldn't have tried to get with Cine in the first place, especially if you really do have a girlfriend. Jar. The fact you don't seem to understand why it was wrong to interact with Cine that way is insane to me. And no, Jar, autism isn't an excuse. I'm incredibly socially inept, and even I know befriending an alleged groomer is bad. Of course, I wouldn't even care that much if some random person made a video like this with a really bad take. But as a commentary channel, you kind of have to seem like a voice of reason. Like you're at least not worse than the people you're talking about. I'm not saying Just a Robot is worse than Cinebear, but he's probably worse than a number of people he's made videos about. Watched this channel for about 8 years. Congrats on wasting my time. And wow, this guy's really long-winded. Let's hear a bunch more words about the alleged simping. I'm going to be honest here. I think telling someone we're going to make some magic together and that people will draw ship art of us is a lot more sexual than saying "wanna see my cock" and sending an image of a chicken. I also have ship art of me and another YouTuber. It's Manga Common, who is a guy. It's Rule 63 versions of our avatars kissing in underwear. Now the whole world pretty much knows what I jerk off to. I have no desire nor romantic interest in getting together with Manga Common. If I had art like this commissioned of me and Cine, oh my god, I would never be able to get out of this. I also said this to her in our interview, which was the first time I ever had a call with her. Like, here's the thing. I'm way more sexist than I'm racist. At least you're admitting two-way, what do you know? You're a woman. I'm going to be honest here. Being sexist towards women, even if it's done in a joking way, is not a good way to get them to fall for you. As more and more DMs between me and other women got leaked, people started believing that I didn't simp for Cinny, but I was simping for every woman I've ever talked to. I heard some people saying, oh, maybe he just talks to every woman like this. The truth is, I talk to every person like this, both men and women. It's just how I joke around. Here's some friendly advice. Telling a woman want to see my cock and sending a picture of a chicken is not a good way to pick up chicks. If I truly believed it was a good way to pick up chicks, then I would have pursued every woman I sent this to romantically. But aside from one, I don't think I've pursued any of these women. Yeah, I did send this to my girlfriend as a joke, but we talked for several months before we actually got together. I didn't send it to her as a pickup line, I legitimately just thought it was funny. Damn, does he always ramble this incoherently, or is it because he's squirming under the scrutiny? Maybe I was giving him too much credit when I said there's no way he's that bad of a writer. Just a reminder to everyone that he said he's been fired from several jobs because he makes sex jokes with everyone. It kind of blows my mind that that's supposed to be a defense, like it doesn't actually make him look worse. How will anyone ever take him seriously after all the embarrassing excuses he gave? Dude, all you had to do was apologize for defending Cinny. I now know far too much about you than I ever did before. Please stop oversharing. How do you not feel embarrassed? Batman couldn't make me admit half the stuff you did in this video. Yeah, I feel like I really want to use the word lolcow. Man, the sheer amount of excuses in this video is staggering. Pretty much every single questionable DM of mine has been leaked, so there should be at least one image of my joystick. I'm not going to send a picture of my dick over the internet, plus I wouldn't want any of you males to feel inadequate. I'm also not going to lie. People trying to hunt down an actual picture of my dick is a little bit creepy. But of course the big one is me falling asleep on calls with her. I'm going to be honest. Out of everything, this was the main thing that I didn't want to get leaked out. I have incredibly bad sleep insomnia. I have blackout curtains, and I often use different methods to help me sleep, such as melatonin, NyQuil, and more. I even have earplugs and use a fan as background sound. Talking to someone as I fall asleep, waiting for the pills to kick in, is one of the easiest ways to help me fall asleep. I could only call Cinny near the end of the day when she and I were both off work. It's not like I fell asleep while the call was still going or anything like that. He's collecting disorders like they're Pokemon out here. But I don't see how any of these things excuse the whole of these conversations, or the video. One thing that always annoyed me about Jar was him bringing up every big drama he's been in every 5 minutes. Like, dude, we get it, just move on. Some of those dramas happened years ago. You don't need to constantly bring them up. Okay, yes, I have already noticed it. I didn't even read the first part of the transcript because he brings up, like, furry drama with Pyrocynical I don't know about, roughly 1 billion times. Like someone being a groomer has to be compared to past internet drama. I really don't see why it has to be, personally. I didn't know it's possible for a robot to feel the need to dig their own grave, rather than just being tossed into junkyard. This guy is insane. Throughout his entire process of editing the video, the phone call, the fuck was that shit? And editing the video, not once did he think, yeah, no, this is a fucking L. Holy shit. Professor Dreadlock has talked to me as I fell asleep numerous times. Unfortunately, he was on a business trip. Last time he went on a trip, I did this with someone else, and that person did not come to the conclusion that I was a romantic or a sexual thing. Because of my autism, I'm very blunt with the request I make. Falling asleep on call with someone was literally done to help me sleep. I was taking Adderall to finish up the Cinny video, so that is one of the reasons why I had such a hard time passing out. Okay, I guess we better add both insomnia and Adderall to the excuse list here. Yes, I do find Cinny's avatar attractive, but 99% of the time, people's avatars look a lot more attractive than they do in real life. Even my robot avatar looks more attractive than me. I didn't know what Cinny looked like in real life at the time. I'm not going to hit on a woman that I haven't even seen before. Hopeless Peaches had an incredibly attractive avatar, but in real life she looked like a Alba Norik from Elden Ring. not the hot ones that ride on wolves, the ones that look like frogs. I never asked for a picture of what Cindy looked like in real life, and I never did a video call with her. I don't want people to believe that I was simping or cheating, but even if I can't convince any of you, there's at least one person who believes that I wasn't simping or cheating. And that's my girlfriend, and honestly I think I should care more about her opinion than the opinions of random people on the internet. You know, that might be a good sentiment from someone else, but these aren't just random internet people, Jar. It's probably most of your viewer base. If my DMs got leaked and I was just going on about what a nice guy I was and how all my exes suck, I wouldn't really expect people to want to watch me anymore. They'd probably feel a bit lied to. I don't know who Hopeless Peaches is either, but God forbid somebody unrelated isn't catching strays for just being ugly. I don't just make weird comments to women, I make weird comments to everyone, both men and women. It's not the clapback you think it is, bro. This entire response can be boiled down to, I'm autistic. Every time you do something wrong, you just say you're autistic, as if it's a defense mechanism. It really is with some people, like Chris Chan. Not really someone you want to be on a list with. Take a shot whenever he compares dramas. This apology was horrible. Whenever you are faced with even the most benign criticism or backlash, you play stupid. I'm autistic and would never in a million years dream of acting this way. It's no excuse, and you should be ashamed of yourself for trying to excuse your actions that way. I genuinely hope this ruins your reputation on YouTube forever, so you don't have the opportunity to do anything like this again. But even if you do see this message is going to go in one ear and out the other because you refuse to even entertain the idea that you aren't in the right in every situation you find yourself in. It's only about winning and losing for you. It wasn't flirting, just merely a racist joke. I don't know how you said that without laughing your ass off. Yeah, I think I would have called that out normally, but there's just so much here. It's very odd that the main narrative around Cindy was that she was a groomer, but not a pedo. But now all of a sudden people are saying I rizzed up a pedo or that I cheated on my girlfriend with a pedo. Seriously, who do you guys think I am, Monkey Jones? I didn't have any sexy roleplays with Cindy, or any roleplays for that matter. I never requested her to draw me any lot art. That might be the oldest reference yet. This guy literally can't stop bringing up other YouTube drama. Also, at least Monkey Jones got laid out of ruining his career. I can't even begin to figure out what Just a Robot did this for. Okay, now let's hear a little about Jaden Animations. Probably going to be creepy. But I know you guys aren't just here for this stuff about Cindy. You're also here regarding the allegations involving the image of Jaden Animations lifting up her shirt. First of all, yeah, I always had a thing for Jaden Animations' avatar. I've never kept that fact hidden. I even asked her out on a date at the end of my first AFPA video, and then she immediately uploaded a video saying that she was asexual. Jesus, I've never been rejected that hard. I don't know if this statement is fully true, it doesn't sound very true, but also it's funny. Imagine she's that bothered by his interest, and then some years later, this video comes out. Drama has shown me one thing. People for years couldn't wait to see my downfall. And it sucks to know that, but not everyone is against me. A lot of people want to see me make a comeback, and I understand that for the last couple of months on YouTube, I've been acting a little bit crazy. I should have taken a break a lot longer ago, but I'm going to do so now. You know, it really is kind of like watching a robot try to understand people sometimes. People like to see YouTubers fall because they make a lot of money for relatively little work. So as soon as they seem to not appreciate the opportunity they've been given and take it for granted, of course it's going to piss off people that have to go to work every day. Though this guy in particular has pissed a lot of people off over the years, it seems. Anyway, it's about all the time I have for you today. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like the video, please give it a like. Let me hear what you think about Just a Robot in the comments if you want. I'll be reading them while the video's new. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more content about Reddit and sometimes people. Big thanks to my generous patrons who help by supporting me more directly over on Patreon. It really helps out. When I talk about YouTubers making a lot of money, it definitely doesn't include me. This is video number 11 this month, I think. Hopefully we'll have at least one more. Have a great day, everyone, and don't do anything this guy would do.